believe me, we're all invited to take another terrifying journey into the world of mystery, suspense, and terror. Let's turn off all the lights, lock the doors and windows, sit back and enjoy this evening's chilling tale.
That's how we do that. All right, thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Eek channel. My name is James. Today I am joined by my co-host.
It's your boy Danny.
And we got a couple little topics to go over today. So
Oh,
this is the you and me talking portion.
Let's talk it up.
So first thing I have is there was a trailer for a movie coming out next year,
Ooh,
Fantasy Island.
yeah.
So Fantasy Island is going to be directed. It is directed. It's almost out. Directed by Jeff Wadlow.
All right,
It's an
memorable.
Unfortunate last name. Sorry, Jeff. This is the same guy who did Cry Wolf,
Okay.
Kick-Ass 2,
Okay.
and Truth or Dare.
I remember. I didn't see it, but I know it. I know
Truth
that.
or Dare I saw on Netflix, I think.
Mm.
Yep.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I did. I
Okay.
did like it. I get that one mixed up with Would You Rather,
Yeah.
because similar premise.
Yeah.
You know? I mean,
Okay.
in a way.
Just
like,
curious.
They're both named after like teenager games.
Yeah.
But Truth or Dare, I actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I liked that one even more than Would You Rather. I actually liked Truth or Dare a lot.
Okay.
Truth or Dare had a little bit of a like spiritual element.
All
it
right.
was like they were playing Truth or Dare, and then like there's some kind of spiritual, demonic, or ghost force within the house is the one who comes up with the dares.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and so they get real. It kind of crosses over almost into like Saw territory.
Okay. So Lowad's got some salt to him.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
What'd you just say his name was? Lowad?
What? Wadlow.
Wadlow?
Wadlow.
Truth or Dare, pretty good. It is being produced by Blumhouse, and it is based off of the 1977 TV series.
Yeah.
It's starring Lucy Hale, Michael Pena, and Maggie Q. Oh, also with an appearance by Michael Rooker.
Oh, really?
Yep,
Oh.
which is always fun. Always fun. So what'd you think of the trailer?
So I never watched a lot of Fantasy Island.
I've
actually.
never seen a single episode.
I watched
I
an
get it mixed
episode-
up with Love Boat all the time. To me, they're the same show.
They took the Love Boat to Fantasy Island, you see. Just kidding. That's not how it worked. But you know the premise.
Which is the one
you
that
know
says "Get in the plane"? Which shows that from?
That's Fantasy
That's Fantasy
Island.
Island,
That's
okay.
Tattoo. He says, "Oh, my boss, the plane."
Yeah. Got
He
it.
gets really excited every time. It's the same thing. But I know the premise of the show. It's kind of that, tell me what you want, but here's what's gonna happen.
What you
and
really,
you're gonna
really
hate it
want.
for a second, and it might be bad, but then it's like, oh, you know what? It's happy ending. Here you go.
Gotcha.
So that's what I was kind of expecting from this trailer. Well, at first I wasn't sure if they were actually talking about this Fantasy Island or if they were just calling this
copying the
Fantasy
name.
Island or
Right.
whatnot. But that's exactly what it was. And Michael Pena is Mr. Rourke.
Right.
That's weird.
It's weird. I like
But-
him though,
I like him, but
but he's always so likable because
but
he
you know
had
who
that.
Mr.
He had that
Rourke
like
is.
kinda.
He's the very, very.
What are you trying to say, Danny?
He's very, very suave. Like very,
What are you trying to
just-
say, Danny?
And the last movie I think I saw Michael Pena in was Ant-Man
Ant-Man,
2.
yeah.
And it was like, I don't know if you should be in charge of an island.
Eh,
Anyway, I thought the some parts of it looked like a very modern Fantasy Island, and by modern Fantasy Island, you go to a Fantasy Island and it's just a big movie style college fraternity party.
Yep.
Um,
It looks bad. Just be honest.
it
It looks bad.
looked bad. It looked bad.
It looks bad.
But I would totally watch it. I would totally watch it.
I think both of us have a little bit of a pull towards these like 2000s teenager horror movies. It reminds me to say Final Destination, I feel like there's a little bit of a Saw thrown in there, and just like putting people into a situation of like, oh, you said that you hated this girl and you wanted her to die. Well, here she is, and you can kill her. And it's like, wait, what the fuck? That's not what I really meant.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, exploring kind of the human condition
Yes.
through that lens is always interesting.
Right, which is what the actual show seemed to do. Like
Right.
the episode I watched tonight was, oh, these two guys did.
Wait, you watched an episode tonight?
Yeah, after you sent me the trailer, I was like, I've never sat down and watched an episode tonight, and I
that.
watched one, and it pitted two guys against each other who had been friends since they were kids.
Gotcha.
But then they started, kind of butting heads, and they became rivals. Long story short, you're lucky to be alive. You should be friends. Cut the crap. And then they were friends again. Had Gene Rayburn. I don't know if you ever watched Match Game.
Yeah,
he was the host
yeah.
of Match Game. Terrible actor. just showed his big old teeth the whole time.
So instead of that, the movie goes into just more frightening territory. So if you wish some chick was dead, you're just gonna fucking watch her get murdered.
Yes, this show is pretty frightening though.
Yeah, is it?
I think after watching the episode of the show and seeing the trailer, I don't know if they really turned it up much more than what they were going for. Besides,
It's just
everything's
a different
kind of
year.
happening.
Yeah.
But I mean, there are literally people trying to kill each other,
Okay.
and these guys are playing this game against each other, and whoever lost died.
I guess I just always felt like the show was a little bit more feel goody than that.
It is a little more.
But it's probably just
by
a
the end
product of
it-
the 70s.
Yeah, there's the last. So there's the here's your fantasy, and then here's the twist, and then it's like, just kidding, happy ending.
Gotcha.
This looks more like, okay, here's your fantasy, the twist, and everything's horrible, and the end. And that's it.
Yeah, so I'm not super excited about it, but it comes out February 2020, and we'll probably watch it.
I'm gonna watch it.
We'll probably
I have
watch
a
it.
really big heart for like 60s, 70s TV.
Sure.
I love Nick and Night when I was a
You know
kid.
what I love, though, is I love the reinvention of some older 60s and 70s properties as horror properties now. So
Yeah.
we also had that this year, which a movie we haven't watched yet, but I want to watch before the end of the year with what's it called? Banana Splits.
Oh my god.
I've showed you that before, right?
No, I don't think we've
Oh,
ever
this is the
talked
first
about
time
it.
that we've talked about it.
Yeah.
So they took Banana Splits and they kind of mashed it up with Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yep.
And that's a horror movie that
Yes.
came out a few months ago.
Yep.
And I think we'll watch that sometime before the end of the year because I'm trying to get as many 2019 releases as we can.
Yes, I
before
got a thing I
December.
have to tell you later, but I would very much like to watch that movie.
Okay.
I watched Banana Splits all the time
Yeah.
when I was a kid.
So I like the idea of taking these things that like maybe like millennial generation doesn't really know, or maybe
No.
we just watched a little bit as a kid.
Yeah.
Especially you and I both had older parents, so
Right.
like I was a Nick at Nighter for a long time as well. And what was the TV Land?
TV Land.
You know, I grew up on fucking Mayberry. Like I get it. But kind of the generation before us probably remembers really, really fondly, and then just turn that into a horror movie. I like
Which
I like that could be a trend.
Yeah, and the weirdest thing, I don't think that would connect with anybody that would have, like my mom watched the Banana Splits.
Right.
She's
right.
not gonna watch this. Movie.
No.
It's really interesting.
Yeah, I like the idea behind the trend. So
Yeah, I need
there's that.
I need Gilligan's Island turned into a scary movie.
Yes, please.
Mr. Ladlow, if you ever want to make that movie.
Wadlow.
Low
Okay,
Wad.
so we also have news from Spyglass Entertainment of a Scream new Scream movie, I guess is what I should say. Reboots maybe, or maybe Scream 5. Wes Craven did say he had ideas for Scream 5 before he died, so I don't know if any of those ideas were written down or if a screenplay had been started or anything like that, or if we're just kind of looking at something totally fresh here. So this news came out probably a month or so ago, and just didn't have much to talk about. Just it was, hey, new Scream movie is greenlit. Like it will be made at some point. But last week we found out that the producers are they're in talks to bring back Sidney Gale and Dewey as characters with all of the original actors reprising their roles. So we got Neve Campbell, we've got Frick,
Yeah, I don't know.
Gail Weathers. What's her
I
name?
know. I
What's her
don't
name?
know.
Courtney Cox.
There it
And
is.
David Arquette.
Okay. Bing, bang, boom.
All looking to get them on board for the new flick. And all I have to say is, whether you're looking at it as a reboot or you're looking at it as Scream 5, either way, getting all three of those characters back is a good thing.
Yeah, could be. Yeah.
Are you
really excited about that idea?
I like that it's a possibility.
Yep.
I like that Wes Craven had an idea for Scream 5. I don't know how much of that, like I said, has even been like written down, or if maybe it was just all in his head. And so maybe that died with him. I'm sure that most of the artistic vision of it died with him, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. If they can pull any of that might be existing into a new movie, I would be very, very happy. I have two things to say. I put one of them on Instagram. If a new Scream movie means that Ghostface enters the zeitgeist of pop culture and Gen Z and younger children show up to my doorstep on Halloween dressed as Ghostface, I'm happy about it.
Sure.
Because I don't like when those things happen. We still get I get a lot of Michael Myers around here. I get some Ghostfaces. I get no Jasons. I get no Freddys. Like, those guys have completely dropped off as far as like kid knowledge.
Sure.
Teenager knowledge, even. I get more teenagers trick-or-treating at my door than kids anymore. Like, let's be real for a minute.
That's
So if that happens, I'm excited. Also, there hasn't been this is stupid, but go with me for a minute. There hasn't been a good Ghostface figure, like toy figure, like these guys back here.
Yeah.
Since I think it was McFarlane Toys did the Movie Maniac series, and that one has become kind of hard to find, and like it's really fucking expensive when you do find it on eBay. It's like $50, and like I'm not paying that much for a toy. Like, and so NECA, who makes this whole series, the Ultimate series up here, which is what I collect. If you're watching on video, they're on screen. If you're not watching on video, they make really, really good kind of representations of a lot of different horror movies. They make tons of properties, but they really excel in the horror genre. They got your Freddy and your Jason and your Michael. I got a Chucky up here. There's a Pinhead that I would love to get my hands on. I got an Ash from Evil Dead 2.
That's my favorite.
Very close to just screen accurate. Like, that's their goal, is screen accuracy. And they had released a clothed Scream figure, clothed ghost face figure, a while back. That's made with a real cloth. But it didn't really fit this style.
Yeah.
And I had seen them on Instagram. Somebody said, "Hey, will there ever be an Ultimate Ghostface? Like, this whole series, the Ultimates, they all have a similar art style. They match together really, really well. It's great." And they said, "No more Scream figures." Like, they responded on the thing. No more Scream figures. And I think it was probably something to do with like licensing at the time, and like because it was Dimension Film, and then like I think Dimension went under, but then they got acquired by Spyglass, which is owned by MGM, and like this is all this big, clusterfuck.
Sure.
And so they just said no more Scream figures. If a new Scream movie means that I can get a good goddamn Ghostface figure to add to my shelf, I will lose my shit. It could be the worst movie ever, but if there's a good merchandise tie-in, I'm fine with it.
Yep.
That's all I want anymore.
All right.
That's all I care about.
Approved. Right.
But either way, I love Scream. I love the whole series. 3's the weakest point for me, but I love the first one. I really loved the fourth one. I have a hard time seeing them outdoing the fourth one with the fifth one for me, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, your immediate note of them bringing so many people back gave me flashbacks to like Halloween 2018,
right?
And we're bringing these people back again, and it wasn't a remake. We're continuing the story, so to speak. So that's what I'm kind of picturing for this. And if they did that, I would be cool with that.
It'd be great.
I think that would be pretty interesting still.
Yep, it'd be great. All right, well, if you'd like to help out the show, you can like, subscribe, rate, review, enable notifications on YouTube. You can follow us on Instagram. You can do all the internet things. Or, you know what? Fuck all that shit. Just tell a friend you think that it's a pretty cool show, and maybe they should check it out sometime. All right, thank you guys so much for listening. Stay eeky out there.
This has been a production of Eek Channel. We make spooky stuff for people like you. You can discover more content like this at eekchannel.com or find us on Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, all the places. And don't be shy, we like making new friends. Thank you for tuning in, and stay eeky out there.